Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Makeup Monday. Today's video is going to be a full-on spring neon makeup look. It is pretty easy. If you have blending down, I think you can totally rock this look. On top of that, it's not only going to be bomb and bright and colorful, but it's also going to be affordable slash drugstore. So if you guys are ready to get glam and just really get glam for no reason to either sit in your living room or in your kitchen, then let's go ahead and get started. All right, hi, hello, let's go ahead and get started. I am starting, like always, with my primer, aka my concealer. This is the Aqua Assurance or Stay Assurance concealer by Huda Beauty, which I have some really fun reviews coming up for you guys. I'm going to take the Wet n Wild 40 pan eyeshadow palette. You guys need this palette in your life if you don't have it. We're going to start off with the yellow shade. I am going to be going in between this palette and a Profusion palette. Both of these are really affordable. This Wet n Wild is pretty much a dupe for the Morphe and James Charles palette. If you guys saw my review, you guys know that I did a side-by-side comparison, and literally you can't tell a difference. This palette is so pigmented, so creamy, and it just packs a punch. So all I'm going to do is starting off by packing on the yellow eyeshadow in the inner corner. You can totally just use this color, but this yellow was a little dark for me. So we're going to take this neon green from the Spectrum palette from Profusion. You can find this palette at either Walmart or Target, and these are only $5, you guys. $5. They are super creamy. They're a little bit more on the chalky side, but honestly, they're so workable that it's totally worth it. As you can see, I'm doing the same step as I did with the yellow, using the same brush, just removing the excess yellow, and I'm packing that on into the center and slowly blending it. I really like this look because it's effortless, it's easy, and it doesn't require much blending because all you're doing is just packing on the colors on the lid, and it kind of does the work for you. I'm going to take a mix of peacock and that deeper blue to create this like sky blue color that I really wanted. Also, if you guys do have the James Charles palette, don't feel like you have to go out and buy these other palettes. You can literally create this exact same look with his palette. So all I'm going to do is add this to the outer part of the eyes, the V portion, whatever you guys want to call it. And I'm merging that with the green. This is going to be like an ombre from like yellow to green to blue. And then going back with a blending brush and just blending the edges with a little bit more of that green. And then going back with the blue and just really softening up all the edges. You guys know my motto, no hard edges here. We like everything to be nice, soft, and blended. I'm going to go back into the Wet n Wild palette, and I'm going to take this like baby blue mint color. It is so beautiful, and all I'm doing is taking that into the outer part of the eye and just really softening up everything to make sure that, again, there are no harsh lines. I'm going to go back to the Spectrum palette by Profusion, and I'm taking that deep blue. This is such a gorgeous like royal blue. Again, these eyeshadows are not like whoa crazy pigmented, but you can definitely work with them. As you can see, the color payoff is pretty decent. I did have to go back a few times and just like reapply the color, but honestly I do that anyway, so it's not a big deal. I am taking that on a smaller brush just to concentrate that in the outermost part of the corner, the outer corner of the eye, to just really get that intensity, and going back with no additional color, just a clean blending brush and blending the edges of the blue. Now I'm going to take this Mynena Neon Little Pigment. You guys don't have to take this step. I actually just wanted to create a more neon look. Even though you can't find this at the drugstore, these pigments are super affordable. I took the number 2 neon pigment in green and I just applied that on top of the green. I wouldn't recommend for you guys to go straight in with the pigments because even though they are pigmented, as soon as you start blending, you literally are left with nothing. I'm going to take the shade number 1, which is a neon yellow, and packing that on top of the yellow. This is just to intensify the colors, you guys. And that said, you don't have to do this. You don't have to take this extra step if you don't have neon pigments. You really don't need them. Again, I just wanted to be a little bit extra and add a little extra oomph to the eyes. I'm going to take this Crystal Fusion liquid eyeshadow by Kokie Cosmetics, and I'm adding that into the inner corners, like the teardrop. You guys know that I always have like a signature inner corner look. I just think it's a way to brighten up the eyes and play with the eyes and add a little more extra glam, if you will. And then we're just going to repeat the same steps and add the same colors to the lower lash line, just exactly how we did it on top of the eyes. You just want to mirror everything that you just did. Now I'm going to go in with the ColourPop BFF liquid eyeliner, and I really wanted to create a wing, but then I was like, no, it's going to take away from like what we just did, the blue. So what I did is I just stopped right where like the lashes end, and then what I did is I took a very small detail brush, which this is by ColourPop. Mostly all the brushes that I use are by ColourPop from the Bare Necessities collection, and I dug into the black shade from the Wet n Wild palette, and all I'm doing is diffusing the edges just so you don't see that harsh line of the eyeliner ending. This is just going to create a more softer effect, and it's also going to intensify the outer corners of the eye. And then of course taking a little bit more eyeshadow, blending the edges just so it's not so harsh. I'm going to apply my mascara, and then I'm going to go in with falsies. I honestly don't know what falsies these are. I think these are from my collection from Lashkitty. I'm not sure. But lashes is the last step, you guys, and that is it. I completed the look with adding a cool tone lip liner. I really hope you guys enjoy this fun spring neon makeup look. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I hope you guys recreate this look. If you do, as always, let me know in my DMs on Instagram, and I will be sure to shout you out. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!